I have failed a lot in my career so far. And some of the best advice I've ever heard on failure, which I think comes from Kid President, is if at first you don't succeed, you're normal. And I completely, totally agree with this. So when we're doing something we really care about, so let's say it's music and sound for games, something we really want to do, that failure is going to hit us way harder when it does come. Not if, but when. When we're working towards something that we really want to do, we're going to try harder. We're going to put ourselves out in more uncomfortable situations to get that thing done or to get ourselves into a good position so that we can get the jobs or the career or whatever it is that we want. And that means we're at a higher risk for being told no, to be rejected, or to be outright just told that we're bad at whatever it is we do. And all of that has happened to me. I've had clients tell me that my work isn't good, so that they're going to work with someone else. I've had contracts come through only to be completely canceled just minutes later because they decided not to work with me, and on and on and on. I've had clients that I've had to fire because I didn't end up doing a good job for them, or vice versa, where they fired me because things just weren't working out either way. This is completely normal. And the people who say that, oh no, I've never failed, like it's totally normal, man. These people who pretend that everything's great all the time, they're lying. They fail a lot too. All the people that we look up to have failed a ton. So when we are working towards this, we need to realize that one, that's completely normal, and two, usually when we fail, something better is incoming very shortly. So one example I'll give to you is that I was looking forward to working on an indie game many years ago here in Seattle that looked super cool. They invited me into their office. I was really excited, and we had a great dialogue. They said they'd pay me a certain amount. We agreed. I had a sound list. Everything was good. And at the last possible minute, when I emailed them and said, okay, like here's everything we talked about, I'm going to get started right away, they emailed me back to tell me that they weren't interested in working with me and ended up working with somebody else. So that devastated me at the time because I was really excited to work on this super cool game. But 2 months later, I ended up getting the gig for Hyper Light Drifter, which became one of my biggest games I've ever worked on. And it all came about because I was not working on this other indie game that didn't work out. If I was working on it, I wouldn't have had the time to devote to Hyper Light Drifter. So everything did work out in the end. I was also turned down to be valedictorian of my college graduation, and years later I gave a TED Talk. So things can work out. There's always something better coming your way, providing you're keeping on putting on the effort in and you keep working on it and you're not just giving up outright. That failure is usually a great teacher. You can learn to become a better speaker through that failure. You can learn how to negotiate contracts better. You can learn to close the deal much better, be more efficient with that. You can learn to scope out good clients from bad clients so that you can work with only the people that you really deserve to work with. That's what failure can teach you. So as you start putting yourself out there, or maybe you have been already, and maybe things aren't working out right now, and if that's the case, that's okay, because something bigger and better is on its way. And I can attest, that's just how things work. It's absolutely incredible. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello everybody. If you like this video, please sign up for my newsletter. That's where I share all my best stuff for those of you who want to make a career regardless of what your discipline is, programming, art, audio, in the game industry. So for those of you who want an actual career that pays you and pays you well, sign up for my newsletter. That's where I share all of my best advice. Of course, also like the channel and subscribe. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.